So you're thinking about moving to Boerne, Texas. In this video, Steve and I are going to show you around Esperanza. This is one of the premier luxury neighborhoods right here in Boerne, Texas. There are 5 builders in this neighborhood that we are going to feature. You have Monticello, Highland Homes, Perry, Scott Felder, and Chesmar. We're going to get after it right now. If this is your first time to our channel and you would like to know everything there is to know about living in San Antonio and its surrounding areas, make sure you subscribe or tap the bell for notifications to ensure that you are one of the first to be notified when we bring you new market updates. My name is Katie Powers, and my husband Steven Garza and I get phone calls and emails from people just like you every single day who are looking to make a move into the Boerne area. Whether you're 6 days or 6 months away from making that move, we would absolutely love to hear from you. All of our information is listed right below, and Steve and I would be honored to be your realtors of choice. Now let's dive in to the beautiful Esperanza. So like I mentioned before, Esperanza does have 5 builders in here. This is a massive community. They've been building in here since 2015, and everybody's telling us they're most likely going to be in here for another 10 years. They have over 1,700 acres to develop out here. You have a 5-acre dog park, amazing. There are walking trails that honestly make you feel like you're at a government park, hiking and walking trails. Some are paved, some are not. Really, really great walking trails. You also have a state-of-the-art, absolutely stunning amenity center with pool, pickleball courts, tennis courts. They're actually going to be dropping in a full-size baseball and soccer field here in Q4 of 2024. So really big things coming for Esperanza and much, much more to come. All this being said, you have lots of opportunity to be in this absolutely beautiful community. So the HOA here in Esperanza does range. It's going to depend on which section you're on and if you're part of the members only. But it ranges from anywhere from $660 to $870. Your HOA cost is going to fall in between there. Again, if you have questions on that, give us a call. Every builder is telling us a different price. So it's really just going to depend on where you land in the neighborhood. And another great thing about here in Esperanza is you have different size lots available. Because this is a luxury community, you're going to have 3 different size lots to choose from. So you really do have the opportunity to go with a 70-foot lot or a 90-foot lot, just depends on the builder and the lot. But again, lots of opportunity. 2 phases were just opened up, so you do have lots of lots available, and they're going to be continuously building in here for the foreseeable future. So all that being said, phenomenal community. Let's go show you all of these stunning models so you can decide for yourself. Let's get after it.
Okay, so I'm here at the Scott Felder model home. This is a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath with the flex room, 3-car garage, 1-story. A little bit about Scott Felder out here in Esperanza. They have some inventory homes. They are almost built out in the phase that they are in currently. And in November of 2024, they're looking at getting some more lots in. So there's going to be plenty of opportunity for the future, as we keep mentioning in front of all the models. You know, next 10 years building, Esperanza is going to be around a long time. It's going to be a premier community in 10 years when it's finished out. So what sets Scott Felder apart here in Esperanza is the price point, right? So they're in the mid to high 5s and into the low 6s, mid 6s. Their floor plans are a little bit smaller. They don't have the 4,000 and 5,000 square foot homes, at least not right now. They're building 2,200 up into 3,200. So that price range reflects the square footage. They're also on 60-foot lots currently. We don't know what they're going to be at in the future. So I would expect that to stay as far as price range wise. With their lots coming up in November, they're going to be 60 foot. So I can't imagine that price range is going to change too much. They're still going to be building the 2,200 to 3,200 square feet. They're just not competing against the other builders with the 4,000 and 5,000 square foot floor plans. You know, it's just one of those things. So they're just trying to be more unique in the floor plan and just not compete on that upper end level in the millions. They're trying to bring you a price range that many of the other builders in here just aren't building in, which is great. You know, if that's your price point, good for you. Great option. Take a look at the architectural style that they're doing for Scott Felder. You can see the roof lines, the crazy pitches on them. They're trying to do that more modern look, which a lot of people like, especially our Northerners, Californians. You know, they have a lot of that over there. And so they're bringing some of that architectural style here, and versus the more traditional hill country style with the peaks and, you know, traditional roof lines. So Scott Felder's just trying to set themselves apart, which is great. Good for them. It's just unique style that may take off in the future. All right, so let's jump into this. You're gonna notice the colors are very traditional. So when I first started in real estate, browns were all in. It looks like they're coming back. That's a great floor plan. It's unique. So take a look at it. It's worth checking out, and let's go.
All right, so now we're here at Chesmar, of course, in Esperanza. And this is a stunning home. If you have seen any of our other videos, we brought Chesmar to you out in Stillwater Ranch. They're a beautiful builder. So they are a Texas builder out of Houston and have made their way throughout Texas. They're in a few other states now, but still majority Texas builder. They build a great home. So as far as lot sizes and pricing, they are very similar to Scott Felder. They're building on 60-foot lots. This model home is, I think, relatively small, but I mean, it's small if you're comparing it, right, to Highland or Monticello or any of these other builders in here. So it is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2,100 square feet home. It does give you an office and a great huge flex room. It looks like they're using it as a media room. So Chesmar is building 2,100 square foot homes all the way up to 3,200. Their price points start at $550 and go all the way up to $650 on their inventory homes that they have available right now. You can build on your lot, and that could go up to $700. Again, all about what you decide to put in your home on design. Totally up to you, but their price point is between $550 to $650. Could push it to $700, just depends on the floor plan. So with all of that being said, they've got a lot of great incentives. They are doing a 2-to-1 buy down. I know I sound like a broken record, and so does Steve, but at the end of the day, the money is there. Use it while you can with the rate buy downs. Once the money's up, you're at the standard rate. So we're gonna keep saying that incentives do change, which is exactly why you should give us a call so we can make sure to get you the best incentives on whichever builder you choose. But let's go take a look at this beautiful Chesmar house.
Okay, so we're here at the Perry model. Check out the roof lines on this. Check out the flat roof. This is called a mid-century modern. It's great that Perry's bringing some options to our market here in Boerne and in Esperanza. We don't see a whole lot of flat roofs in San Antonio and in Boerne and the surrounding areas. Builders just don't do a whole lot of that here. You see it in the full-on custom, but here in this semi-custom world, you rarely see flat roofs. So it's great to have that option. Great for Perry to bring you that option. The model behind me is a 2-story, 4-bedroom, 3 full bath. It's got the game room upstairs. It's got the office downstairs. Traditional floor plan for most of Perry's homes. A little bit about Perry and Esperanza. They got 50-foot lots, and then they got the 80s, which is great. That's a great option. Right now, they also mentioned that they're going to be bringing 60-foot lots in December. And so the price range in the 50s is the mid 5s to mid 6s, from 2,100 square feet to 3,000 square feet, roughly, give or take. And so that's in the price point, mid 5s, mid 6s on the 50s. And then in the 80s, you're going to be at 800 starting, so you're going to finish at 900, and then you're going to be up into the millions, many of the 80-foot lots. And so those are going to be your larger homes, right? Bigger lot, bigger house, bigger floor plan, bigger footprint, so you need that extra space on the 80s. And so, when you get into that million price point, you can expect to get a 3,500 up into right under 5,000 square feet in the 80s. And then the 60s is going to be that mid-range where you're going to get like the 3,200 square foot floor plans up into the 3,600s, and smaller and a little bit bigger. But you can see the price points vary as you get into the lot sizes. So mid 5s for the 50s, into the mid 6s, and then probably in the mid 6s, they haven't released pricing yet. That's going to be released in December of 24. But mid 6s into the mid 8s, if I had to guess. And then in the 80-foot lots, you're going to have starting 800,000, which means 900,000 into the millions, the low millions. So, and the square feet there is going to be 3,000 starting into right under 5,000. All right, so let's go take a look at this gorgeous Perry model.
All right, so we are here at Highland Homes in the beautiful Esperanza. Now, if you guys have watched any of our videos, you know Highland is one of my favorites. This is no exception. The exciting part about this one is this is a new model that we have not shown you yet. And I'm not gonna say I want Steve to build me this one because I'm still stuck on the one from Ventana. But you could build me a Ventana floor plan that Highland has here in Esperanza. I'll take that. Anyway, so Highland Homes offers 70-foot lots in this community. That is the only size lot they offer. But some of those 70-foot lots are pretty large at a 0.37, so close to, not quite a half acre, but you are over a quarter of an acre, which is a great size lot. You really need a big lot if you're gonna build something big like this model that I'm about to walk you through. This beauty is 4,000 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 4.5 baths, 3-car garage. And I don't know if you can see behind me, but it just keeps going, like way over there. It's very big and very beautiful. A dream kitchen for sure. But this one, price points, if you're gonna build this specific floor plan here in Esperanza, you are looking pretty close to $1 million. They have 2 under contract right now with some clients that are building, and they're pretty close to 1.1 to 1.2. So it really comes down, like Steve always says, comes down to your finish outs. Lots of opportunities for chandeliers and such in this house because the ceilings are just so expansive and beautiful. So you could definitely do some damage at the design center. But overall for Highland, if you wanted to build a Highland home in Esperanza, they are starting in the low 700s, but realistically, anything you build here is going to be 800 plus. They just have bigger floor plans because these are 70-foot lots. You can really choose pick of the litter on lots. They've got quite a few still available and for the foreseeable future. So they have $30K in flex cash for incentives. Again, that is as of September 2024. Incentives change, but for right now, they're giving you $30K flex cash. And then if you use their lender, they're giving you an additional $20,000. So that is a total of $50,000 in incentives. I don't know about you, but that's a good deal. That's a lot of money off a new build, especially a beautiful new build like Highland. So all that being said, let's go jump in and show you this beauty.
All right, so we're here at the Monticello model out in Esperanza, which is my favorite community, Boerne. Like I've mentioned in many of the other vlogs, I'm from Boerne. I grew up out here. This is my old stomping grounds. Now, granted, none of this was here when I was out here. My parents moved us out in the 80s and graduated high school in 98. Yes, I know, I'm old. Getting up there in age. But a little bit about Monticello. So we talked to the builder rep, and they have 10 more years out here in Esperanza, which is amazing. The growth out in Boerne is just continuing. So Monticello is building on 70s, 80s, and 90s. Can you believe that? That is the size of the lot, the width of the lot, not the depth, as Katie has mentioned in many other videos. 70s, 80s, and 90s, 3 different collections of homes. The square footage ranging from 2,100 all the way up to a monstrous 5,500, which is, you know, huge home on the 90s that you can put. And it's just, you know, it's a beautiful house. The price range starts in the low 7s, like 720, all the way up to $1 million, $1.1 million, depending on finish outs. And so, you know, you got a good range of price in there, depending on budget. So right now there's still a ton of opportunity out here. They have 2 phases open for your selection on square footage of home, whichever selection you want. Some want small, some want huge. Some got 5 kids, so you need that 5,500 square foot house. As far as incentives, he's got $30,000 in incentives, which is flex cash. You can use it however you want, towards the sales price, down payment, buying down the rate, whatever you choose. The $30,000 is just incentive money. And then on top of that, he's got a 3-to-1 buy down, which means he can do 2.99 to start, then 3.99 the next year, and then the rate jumps to 4.99 and then caps at 5.99. And so when we were talking with him, he was saying that you can use that flex cash to go out on the open market and just get a straight up fixed rate, as interest rates are coming down in September of 2024. But you can also utilize their 2.99, which is awesome, right? Who wouldn't want a 2.99 interest rate? And so short of that, there's still more builders to come. So let's go tour this beautiful model. It is a 4-bedroom, 3 full bath, 3 car garage, and this is one of their 70-foot collections. So this house is beautiful. Floor plan's just amazing. Check out the master bath and the master bedroom. It's memorable.
All right, so we are here at Rover Oaks, which is the amazing dog park here at Esperanza. It's massive, it's 5 acres, you have tons and tons of room, and they definitely gated off for small dogs and big dogs, but lots of activity here. And then we also have the amenity center directly across the street. And I also want to add that if we pan this way, you also have the elementary school here in Esperanza as well. So middle school and high school, not yet, but honestly, there's gonna be over 3,400 homes in this community when it's all built out. So I wouldn't be surprised if they put a middle school in this section at least, but you have your elementary right here. And then as we pan over to the back, you'll see the club, members only. That is the community center with a great playground and pool and clubhouse right there. And you'll see throughout this neighborhood, lots of trails. So that is all we have for you here at Esperanza.
This Esperanza is just an awesome community. You couldn't go wrong coming in here. I love this place.
Yeah, and you also have the 55 plus community right across at the Regency. Check out our 55 plus community vlog so you can get some more information on the Regency at Esperanza. But honestly, both of us have predicted this community is really going to be a golf cart community. Everything is within golf cart driving, much like Fair Oaks. So if Boerne is where you want to be in luxury, newer build homes, Esperanza is where it's at. Leave us a comment if you enjoyed it. Let us know which builder was your favorite. And if you are interested on any of the builders or building in here, give us a call, email us. All our information is listed in the description box, and we will see you guys on the next one.
Okay, so we're here at the Monticello model out in Esperanza, which is in my favorite town where I'm from.
About where it's located.
I know. Yeah, I know.